Hello, this is Bill Bryson with BWCAcast.com. We're out here at the edge of the Boundary Waters getting ready to go in for another winter camping trip. And we've got 6 guys going with us today, and it's beautiful out. Blue sky, sun's shining down through the trees on us, and we're looking at high temperatures today of around 25 to 30, so it's going to be a great day hiking through the woods today. We're heading into Ramshead Lake, and we're going to be setting up our tents and doing some fishing hopefully, and see what we catch for dinner. We'll see if we luck out on that front. But we're really excited to be out here. Took a day off work, and gonna have a great weekend in the Boundary Waters. We're teamed up with Black River Sleds on this trip. They've set us up with a sled to haul our gear on, and it's just great working with them. They're a great company. If you're looking for a winter sled, why don't you check them out online. And we're also teamed up with Paragus. They're setting us up with a tent and a stove to keep us nice and warm on this trip. If you're looking for any winter outfitting, you can give them a call. We'll put up their information on the website. So we're going to head on down the trail here and get on started. Glad to have you with us. Hey, it couldn't be a better day to be out here in the Boundary Waters. Gorgeous out. Seems like there's been a few people in on this trail already, so it's already nice and packed down for us. We don't have to worry about that. And just the sun coming down through the trees, blue sky overhead. I think we're on the beginnings of just a great trip. On such a gorgeous day like today, I'm sure all of you are jealous that you're not out here joining us on this trip. But if you'd like to see some just some phenomenal photos from this trip, we've teamed up with Jesse Glass. He's out here, and he shoots some really nice photos. You can check him out over at his photo site, jesseglass.com, and you'll see all the photos from this trip over on his site over there. And let me tell you, he has some really nice photos that you can see not only from this trip but from other adventures that he's been on. So if you're interested in taking a look at some nice outdoor photography, jesseglass.com. Hey, we just got out of the woods there, and we opened up into a slough area, and the packed down trail that we've been on has stopped now, and so it's time to put on the snowshoes so that we get a little better traction and stay above the loose snow that we're about to be walking on. We've caught up to the rest of our crew. They get a little further ahead of us because we stop and do a little filming along the way. That makes the process a little bit slower, but it sure comes out nice on the end when we get to edit this video up. Still a gorgeous day out, and super sunny, blue sky, perfect temperatures for hiking. I'm staying nice and warm, and I've got enough of my layers off here that I can stay cool enough so I'm not sweating either. But you can see Jimbo there in the background. He's ahead of us, working his way down the trail. I'm gonna unstrap my snowshoes off the sled, put them on, and we'll be on our way. Well, we're out moving across the flats now, and it's sure nice having this sled to pull our gear with. It really makes a difference. I mean, I've got quite a bit of weight on there, and it's probably packed a little bit taller than it should be, but it is just sliding perfect across this snow. It's made of that high density polyethylene. That stuff is slick, so I'm really glad that I'm able to use this sled here. It doesn't have any resistance moving across this surface like some of the other sleds do, and really fortunate for that with the load that I'm pulling. We're working our way along and sure having a great time out here in the woods. We just went through a little narrow spot on the slough. Trees kind of came together and there's quite a few boulders in through there. I did notice quite a few wolf tracks making their way back and forth through that area. And actually along this whole trail we've seen quite a few tracks. Not just wolf, but you know, everything from little tiny ones up to big wolf ones. So it's kind of cool. I'm thinking that the wolves probably run along through here because it's easy travel down through this area, and see if they can maybe pick off a deer or something that might be working its way along the edge as well. But I think we're gonna work our way on up through here, and we should be getting close to the point where we're gonna pop over the edge and drop down into Ramshead Lake. Hey, we finally made it onto Ramshead Lake here. We caught up to the rest of the crew after filming our way out here, and we're gonna go and try to find a nice campsite to set up our tent. Still gorgeous out, and I'm sure once we get those tents up and kind of our gear settled, we'll be drilling some holes in the ice and seeing if we can catch some dinner. Hey, we're finally made it into camp here, and we've got the tent set up. We've got a nice fire going here, and we're working on a little bit of a pre-dinner snack. It's about 4 o'clock right now, and we've got some cheddar wursts on the fire behind me here. That's something that my wife and I made this fall. It's venison cheddar wurst, and they are pretty tasty. After we got them stuffed, we smoked them for a little bit, and now we're cooking them over the fire. So we're going to be putting some warm food in our bellies here in a little bit, which is going to be really nice. Tent set up, like I said. We're really excited to get that wood stove going here after a little while. Even after being out in a day like such as nice as it is today, it's going to be just great getting into that tent, getting the fire going, and just feeling that warmth soak back into your body. You can just kind of relax and dry out your gear, which is really important in the wintertime, making sure you have dry stuff to put on. And so yeah, speaking of the fire, that is the last bit of chores that we have to do this evening, is chop up a good supply of wood so that we can get that going this afternoon, and if we feel like it, keep it going, you know, later into the evening, and keep the tent nice and warm. We've got some tip-ups that are out on the lake right now. We We've got 4 of them drilled in there. We have yet to see a flag pop up yet though, so no luck on the fishing front. But it's just a really nice day out here. The sun's starting to think about dropping behind the horizon here. I'm gonna turn these cheddarwursts over and make sure they get heated on the other side, and start thinking about some food here. What you got there, Bob?
Got a northern. Nice one, Captain.
Oh!
Look at him. He is a beauty. Look at that.
Take a look.
How big is that? That's 7, 8 pounds, yeah?
Holy cow.
That's a beaut.
Maybe even.
Look at that. Put an airplane jig on, and I drop it down, and boom.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. That is a nice fish, Bob.
Oh my gosh!
So yeah, back here at camp, I was just going to kind of give you a little bit of a tour here. We've got our pile of wood there that we've been working on for the wood stove inside the tent to keep us warm at night and dry out our stuff. It's sure been nice. We've had the fire actually going all day long, just to be able to step in there and just it warms you right to your core really quickly. So it's a great spot to just stop in and warm up. We've got our tent here, and you can see the smokestack, the stack out there off the side, kicking out some smoke. So yeah, there's our tent. And when I kick back around over here, we've got the crew. And Jesse there is getting a fire going. We're actually going to cook up some steak on the grill there for dinner. Sure is going to be tasty. Cooking that up, I'm sure. It's nothing better than cooking a steak over an open fire like that. So, and Jim has been working on some little red potatoes, some new potatoes that we're going to boil up and dump a bunch of butter and salt and pepper on to accompany the steak. I think we're going to be eating pretty well this evening. And that's one of the main differences between winter and summer camping in the Boundary Waters. Seems like when you're going in by canoe and you have to portage everything on your back, you're really trying to cut back on what you're bringing along, just so you can try to make those portages a little bit easier. Winter camping, on the other hand, you've got that nice sled to throw everything on, and it sure slides really nicely across the lakes and the portages. And so we were able to throw in steaks and potatoes and eggs and hash browns and all kinds of goodies for eating on when you're out here. And that's another thing, you know, in the wintertime you're always burning calories trying to stay warm, so you need to make sure you're intaking that many calories as well. So we try to pack some things that were a little bit higher in fat and calorie content to keep us going, but we're having a great time, and I'm gonna try to give you some sights and sounds of cooking dinner around the camp. Hey, we're right outside the tent here, and Jimbo's inside working on a little bit of dinner. Let's see what he has for us. Hey Jim.
Yeah.
What you got going on in there?
We're doing some potatoes inside, since it's and we got steaks going on the grill outside. It's gonna be a good dinner.
It is gonna be a good dinner.
We eat really good up here. Actually, we live really good up here. And Bob just caught about a 10-pound northern down there, and we might have to take him home and eat him at home. So, of course, that's always nice the night after a trip to have some fresh fish.
All right.
It's been a great trip.
Let's go over and take a peek at what those steaks look like on the fire grate over there.
All right, getting ready to throw some fresh steaks on the grill.
Hey, thanks for joining us on another episode of BWCA Cast. We've had a great trip out here into Ramshead Lake in the Boundary Waters. Good time hanging out with friends, doing a little bit of fishing. Got out for a nice ski today. One thing that we just can't complain about at all was the weather. It was gorgeous the whole weekend, sunny skies, nice temperatures for being outside, and it's just been a great trip. We love hearing feedback. We enjoy the fact that you're taking the time to watch our show, and we love to hear from people that are watching the show and what they think about what we're doing. We've had some feedback from people that have given us some ideas on what we can do on future shows, and we'll try to implement that as soon as possible. But if you'd like to send us a note and let us know how we're doing, or give us some ideas on what else we can do on future shows, you can shoot us an email at bwcacastfans@gmail.com. And if you'd like to check out some really nice photos from this trip, head on over to jesseglass.com. He's taken quite a few photos on this trip, and they are just great. So if you're looking for some nice outdoor scenery, swing on over there. That's jesseglass.com, and take a peek. Also, I'd like to thank the folks that have helped us make this trip possible, Paragus for setting us up with the tent and the stove, and Black River Sleds, who've generously donated a sled for us to use on these winter camping trips. So if you'd like to do some trips of these like on your own, check out those two companies. They have some great products and some great customer service. So thanks for watching. This is Bill Bryson with bwcacast.com.